Alright guys, we're back for another Super Dragon Ball Heroes video. So a rumor has come out recently that there is going to be not one, not 5, not 10, but 26 different DLC packs for Super Dragon Ball Heroes World Mission. Obviously, there's a lot of cards for Dragon Ball Heroes. You know, it's a game that's been going on for what, like 10 years now? And like, there's a lot of cards that are not actually even in, Super Dragon Ball Heroes World Mission yet, including, recently new cards like, Blue Gogeta or Broly from the Broly movie, or perhaps Super Saiyan 4 Vegito, right? Characters like those are not yet in the actual game, but I would say presumably, the DLC packs for like the Broly movie, that is certainly something that if they release that for, I don't know, $5, $10, people would probably definitely buy that, for the game. Plus, the fact that there is like the online multiplayer aspect of it too, I think is very fun. Although it certainly could, like, if there's something too broken in one of these upcoming, universe mission sets, it could be crazy. Like, imagine you're someone that, like, can't put money into getting the DLC, and then you go up against a team with, like, Blue Gogeta and Super Saiyan 4 Vegito and Broly. So it definitely could be crazy, but I do think DLC is something that could work really well for this game, and adding more cards is definitely a really good idea. Plus, I would say it's quite easy to pull a lot of the cards in the game, so, adding a ton more is not really too big of an issue, right? So, what we're looking at here, first off, this is a complete beginner's guide, a comprehensive guide made by Goresh. This goes over a lot of the details and aspects of Dragon Ball Heroes, and it also has a lot of info on some of the, super big time rare cards. So I'll make sure to leave this guide in the description of the video if y'all want to check it out, maybe get some tips, look at some cards that very likely will be upcoming as some of this DLC. Also, I did hit Goresh up and I asked him, what's one big time card you would like to see added? Not like from stuff that's past what's in World Mission, but stuff that, like, before, like all the packs that are in actually World Mission. One of the ones that was released, I don't know, like 8 years ago or something like that. And Goresh actually sent me this Saiyan Saga Yamcha right here, who Goresh said is one of the best units in the game. In the prep phase, restores stamina of all ally attackers and increase hero energy depending on amount of ally supporters. Easily the best support unit in the game. So look at that. Yamcha has a really, really nice role. I would love to see the set that has him added into the game. Before we look at some of the upcoming cards that, again, probably are very likely to come soon, I do think it's a bit disappointing that certain characters are not actually in the game, right? Because in the sets that are in the game, no versions of this character appeared, right? I don't believe there's any Shadow Dragons actually, obtainable with the cards. I believe Metal Cooler is not there as well. The giant core form of him, that is there, but not actual just Metal Cooler. I know, like, Garlic Jr. and the first movie stuff and the second movie stuff with Dr. Willow and Dr. Cochin, that is also not in Heroes. I believe pretty much no forms of Baby are actually in Heroes. There's a lot of stuff, right? And then you think of some of the cards we've seen in Dokkan, like Baby Janemba, or, like Super Saiyan 3 Gohan. I did not see any Super Saiyan 3 Gohans in World Mission, but y'all can let me know. Maybe there is one in there. So this is sort of where World Mission, ends off, right? The last, big time card is Evil Saiyan. And then moving on, then Universe Mission 3 set. And as you guys can see, as we scroll down, there is a lot of upcoming sets with a lot of big time characters. So we're going to go through some of these. We're not going to look at every single card here because there's definitely a large number of them, right? But we'll look at some of the more hype stuff because there are a couple versions of characters I was actually surprised weren't in the game. Well, looks like they're going to be DLC in these upcoming sets. So here we have a Xeno Goku, nothing too crazy. A Xeno Gohan. I do love the look of Xeno Gohan though. That, like all the Zeno characters look very, very swaggy. Zeno Goten looks to have a new outfit right there. There's a Zeno Vegeta. Here's another one of the, the Dark Demon Empire characters or whatever. We got a new version of Demigra. See, that's the other thing too. I think several forms that Demigra takes in Dragon Ball Heroes are not in the game as well. We just saw one of those versions in Dokkan recently. Like, what's funny is a lot of those Dokkan Heroes cards don't seem to be in World Mission, which is a shame. But some of them, like the Xeno Super Saiyan 3 Goku and Vegeta, those are actually in Dokkan. Here we have a blue Goku, and then looks like he is a fusion card into blue Vegito. That looks really, really cool. While fused, battle power increases by 2 times and recover ki every turn. Now, ki is stamina, right? That's one differentiating thing right there. So just, it's, for all intents and purposes, when we see ki in this guide, it's stamina. Goresh did mention that he's probably going to go through and update it with some of the terminology from the translated world mission, so do keep that in mind as we're going through. Permanently increase damage dealt by 1.5 times and ignore guard and any other damage mitigating effects. Any more blue Vegetos is definitely fine with me. Here, of course, we have Cumber. Now, get ready, because there's about 500 Cumber cards coming. There's a lot of them. Like, right now, we've only got Evil Saiyan, but it gets a lot bigger than that. Here we go. This is a really, kind of disappointing one. The Android 21's transformation is not actually in World Mission yet. She'll probably come soon. After a battle power phase where this card was in the attack area, restore own stamina and HP depending on the amount of enemies in the attack area. HP? I like that. Okay, so it looks like she's a healing card. And her super attack only takes 5 energy as well. That's not too bad. Oh, yeah! Alright, see, this, if they release sets in order, this looks like that is going to be the big, one of the big guns from this next set. Blue Kaioken Vegito. And again, as we're going through this, recognize that a lot of this stuff is from, the Dragon Ball Heroes anime as well. So let's see. If hero energy is lower than your opponent's when winning a CI battle, increase damage dealt by the difference in hero energy. Oh, instant transmission final Kamehameha? Okay. He seems pretty good. I definitely would love to get blue Kaioken Vegito. Here we've got another Cumber. Again, there's 500 versions of Cumber. And then here we have the evil cell-absorbed version of Android 21. At the end of a battle power phase, restore stamina and increase damage done the more hero energy the enemy team has for the current turn only. Okay, so again, I've noticed a lot of cards in the game, are definitely geared towards, very difficult fights, which, especially if we're talking, the PvP aspect, that's good, right? Because, if you're playing an actual player, they're going to be well nuanced in, how to, quickly gather up hero energy and stuff like that. So some of these cards would be very good in that situation. But again, another really cool card to have. Her super attack is only 4 hero energy. Wow, okay. Then we have Gohank's Xeno Super Saiyan 3. Let's see. Start of a round, if your team has 50% or less HP remaining, restore the stamina of all allies and permanently double the rate at which battle power increases from ki consumption. So once you fall below that threshold, you're going to be getting a lot of super attacks. Looks like we also have an Elder Kai. This is a special character. No. He's okay. When a card is linked to an ally, the ally's power and guard is increased depending on their ritual level. Change the support area, restores HP by amount of allies and support areas. Wow, okay. Alright, well, Elder Kai, there he is. We got the blue Kaioken times 20 Goku. This, of course, is the one that fights Great Ape Cumber. At the start of the battle, receive no damage from ki effects and permanently increase power and guard by 1.5 times. But at the end of the second round, reduce own stamina or ki by a super amount and decrease own hero energy by 3. So, and he has a super spear bomb. So this is another one of those cards, he's like UI Goku, where the first couple turns he can hit very, very hard. Future Trunks Super Saiyan 3, okay. While being the only card in the attack area, reduce damage taken by 80% and increase hero energy by 1. So, we could almost say he's very similar to Cell X, except, Oh, wow. So you could almost combine this guy with Cell X, right? So put everyone in the support area. You could run this guy as, put everyone in the support area except for Cell X, right? You'll take no damage. Then in the second turn, you put this Trunks out there, and then in the second turn, you'll also take no damage. That would be crazy. Whoa. Okay, well, okay. But he's the only one that could be in the attack area for the effect to occur. Okay. So that is something to keep in mind. Let's see. Okay, so we got a big, gigantic form of Hachiyak. I'm trying to think. I don't know if I saw a Hachiyak in World Mission. He might be. Here, let me start moving a little faster. So, Zoto. Okay. Let me move a little faster so we can get to some of the really hype stuff. You upgraded Cumber, another UI Goku card. There's a million UI Goku cards. Okay, so Goresh did mention this. Zeno Omega Shenron, that this card is really, really strong. So he transforms in enhanced demon form, lose the ability to participate in coordinated attacks, but perform a super attack without being restricted by hero energy, and permanently increase power by 10,000. So he'll have guaranteed supers after that. That's nice. If this card's CAA is successful, reduce the stamina of all enemies and ignore guard and damage mitigating effects while attacking at the end of the battle power calculation phase. Okay then. So Omega's just going to be dealing out supers, and he's not going to care about any damage reduction or anything like that. So that's Super Saiyan 3 Trunks, where I was like, oh yeah, so good. Omega's going to be like, nope. Oh, Super Fuu. So a lot of people have probably realized by now, but Fuu does seem to be one of the more top tier units in the game. So Super Fuu, I'm excited to see this. Let's see. At the beginning of every round, decrease the amount of battle power increased through stamina consumption by the enemy team. Also, if there's a giant character on the enemy team, this effect increases. Yeah, because Super Fuu kind of takes out Great Ape Cumber. That makes sense to me. Okay, so okay. So as it goes on, it's going to be harder and harder for your enemy to, like, you know, gather up hero energy and also be able to attack you first. So if you have a unit like, say, Vegito Blue, who can completely nuke your enemy's hero energy, and then you toss out this Fuu as well, you're going to be keeping your enemy locked down from using super attacks. So Fuu looks very good. Here we have a God Goku. It's actually pretty disappointing. There's a lot of, like, blue Gokus, but I've only seen one God Goku so far in World Mission. Also, like, I've seen almost no Resurrection F characters and really almost no Battle of Gods characters. Like, a lot, you know, obviously those movies came out when it was just Dragon Ball Heroes, so that's where a lot of those cards actually are. Okay, so God Goku, there's another Fuu card. Super Saiyan 3 Cumber. All right, let's see what he could do. Enemy team has more attackers than your team at the end of the battle power phase. Reduce the guard of all enemies by 5,000 and increase the CI speed of all enemies by a super amount. That sounds good. I am horrible at getting the CI. So bad. So anything to put that more in my favor, I'm definitely down. All you got to do is just make sure that the enemy has more attackers than you. That wouldn't be too bad, I don't think. Okay, so now we get to the good stuff. This BR right here on a lot of the cards, that signifies the Broly movie. So here we go. This is the first Broly movie card. Now we're getting into the real good stuff. All right, let's go down. There's a Bardock from the Broly movie. While in the attack area at the end of the battle power phase, reduce both guard by 5,000 and the damage mitigating effects by 30% of all enemies who have power of 20,000 or higher for 1 round only. Okay, so make it a lot easier to hurt some of those big-time enemies. That sounds good. Here we got an old Paragus, and we can go by him. Okay, Broly. Now, when I was talking with Goresh about what, like, exciting cards could come in the future, he did specifically mention Blue Gogeta as well as Broly as some of the big hype ones that would come. Alright, so raise the amount of damage dealt to the enemy by a super amount whenever attacking. What? Okay. And then upon large success, permanently increase the CS speed of the enemy by a super amount. Alright, well, Wrathful Broly seems pretty good. And then there we go. This is the type of stuff we want to see. Galaxy Spirit Sword Super Saiyan 4 Vegito. When in the attack area, become immune to stuns. That's good. Also, when winning the attacking CI, steal 5,000 power from all members of the attacked enemy's coordinated attack group. So he takes their battle power and gets it himself. Uh, dude, that actually seems really good. All right, then. Well, Super Saiyan 4 Vegito looks good. Who would have guessed, huh? All right, so let's see what Broly's got. Also, I recognize that art, right? Unable to participate in a coordinated attack, but immune to stuns. Always love those. Reduce the ki of all enemies for every 8,000 battle power that the enemy team has at the end of the battle power phase. Okay, that's good, because, you know, as soon as the enemy is going to really try and attack you, you can really lower their stamina or ki, and then you could try and, you know, keep them from attacking if you go first. Okay, I like it. Another UI Goku. This, of course, is the UI Goku that beats Cumber. When winning the attacking CI and your team has 3 or more hero energy than your opponent does, increase the amount of damage dealt by this attack by 5,000. That's a pretty big number. All right, UI Goku. Let's relax. All right, here we go. Super Saiyan 2 Kefla is not actually in World Mission, as disappointing as that is. Let's see. So, wait, during the Battle Tactics phase of the second round, fully recover stamina and gain 5 hero energy? Oh, okay. Permanently reduce the damage of this attack, enemy super attack by 50%. Okay, so you could, you know, try and target a specific enemy, and then they're not going to be able to hit you that much. All right, so then we got a hit. I mean, there's a lot of hit cards. Then, of course, we get into the Tuffles. You know, again, we saw that recently in the Dragon Ball Super, in the Dragon Ball Heroes anime, right? All right, well, here we have a fusion Goku and Vegeta card. They'll fuse into Blue Gogeta. Once fused, double battle power and restore stamina every round. Also become immune to stuns and permanently increase damage dealt to the enemy by 2,000. Okay, so very good. Very, very good. Good to see. We got God Vegeta. Yes, God Vegeta always looks so good in every single game, and this would be another example of that. Looks like he's going to be using the Gallic Gun. Then, of course, we start getting to Gogeta. Here, of course, is a base form Gogeta. If your team has less hero energy than your opponent at the end of the round, fully recover stamina, permanently increase damage dealt by 3 times, and become immune to stuns. Very, very good. We got a Golden Frieza. Then here he is, the big boy. We got full power Super Saiyan Broly. Let's see. Power and guard go up by 5,000 when attacking. Increase the damage dealt by this card's attack by 2.5 times if the attacked enemy has a power stat that is lower than this card. So if you have anything, like any extra little buff that you can give to this Broly, you know, Fuu comes to mind, for example. At the end of the turn, he'll give 20,000 battle power to 2 allies at random. If this Broly gets hit with that, whoo-hoo! Uh-oh is all I can say, and then here we go. Blue Gogeta. At the start of battle, become immune to stuns, permanently increase the CI speed of all enemies by a super amount if there is a Broly present from the movie, and additionally increase hero energy based on battle power at the end of the battle power phase. So, looks like Gogeta is going to be rapidly building up hero energy. That seems really good. Alright, so Blue Gogeta. I believe there's another Blue Gogeta down here as well. Here's kind of like the mecha sort of fused Zamasu. Then, of course, we have another Blue Vegito. Restore the ki of all stunned allies and make them immune to stuns at the end of every round. Wow. Okay, so you... you could just go all out all the time, and like Vegito will just be like, oh, you're stunned? Well, nope, you're not stunned anymore. So that seems interesting. We got a Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta. There's a lot of those already in the game. Another Toa. Always gotta love more Toas. Another Demon God Dabura. We got another Omega right here. Well, I mean, this Omega, there's not really a normal version of Omega in World Mission right now, so we would like to see one of those. Reduce the stamina of all enemies by a super amount and reduce opponent's hero energy by 3 at the start of round 3. So you gotta wait a while for that to kick in. Another Super Saiyan 4 Vegito. Increase the amount of times this card can attack by the number of enemies there are in the support area, while this card is alone in the attack area. Also increase the amount of damage dealt with this card during this round after the second time it attacks. So it sounds kind of similar to that Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta that you could sort of end fights quickly with. God Topo is also not in World Mission, so here we have God of Destruction Topo. If your opponent has 10 hero energy at the start of a round, reduce their hero energy to 0 and half the stamina of all enemies. I feel like that's really good. All right, I like God Topo. Here's super full power Jiren. It'll be very interesting to see if Dokkan considers this a different named unit as well, like, you know, rather than just Jiren, like they give him that super full power moniker. When attacking an enemy member of a coordinated group, increase damage dealt by amount of enemies in the coordinated group times 1.5. Okay, all right, that seems pretty good. And then burst impact, only 5 hero energy, not bad, not bad. Then we have, of course, the, you know, Vegeta Absorb Tuffle that we saw in the anime. Cumber, Super Saiyan 3, full power. Then we have another blue Gogeta here. If there's 3 or more enemies and there's an enemy with a guard of 7,000 or higher in the attack area, gain the ability to launch a super attack at the end of the battle power phase and ignore the guard of any enemy with a guard set of 7,000 or higher. Well, I mean, a free super attack seems pretty damn good to me. Then we have Grand Priest UI Goku, who seems crazy. At the start of battle, permanently reduce all damage sheet by 70%. And then steal 5 hero energy from your opponent if this card wins a defensive CI when your opponent has 7 hero energy or more. So that Goku seems good. We got a family Kamehameha, like, you know, Gohan right there. And then we got another member of the Dark Demon Empire. So there we go, guys. There's a lot of really hype stuff coming to Dragon Ball Heroes. Like, when we got the rumor that there was, you know, 26 DLCs data mined, that seemed about right to me, because this is exactly the type of thing where DLC would work very strong. Plus, with the massive amount of hype that the Broly movie cards would bring, it, you know, it would only follow suit that it would make a lot of sense. So let me know what you guys think. Let me know if any of these cards look like, you know, you'll definitely get the DLC to get that card. Let me know what y'all think of all of this. Thanks for watching. Big shout outs to Goresh, of course. And I will catch y'all next time.